If I would have had the connections 6 or 10 years ago that I now have directly because of the summit, how much further would I be? My first time here was last year, and I go and sit next to this gentleman. I learned that we're both from Kansas City. Had not met this individual. His name is Mr. Perry. He goes on to explain his position. He shares information about the Black Chambers of Kansas City.
Marla was there at the first summit in which she was able to connect with the president of the Black Chamber. He came to Marla and said, what is U.S. Bank going to do? You know, what kind of help are we going to do for Kansas City?
We immediately followed up after the summit and started putting things in motion.
Our meetings led to a connection with one of the biggest developers in Kansas City. He is actually working on a project down in our 18th and Vine district where the Negro Leagues actually began and started. Also where our Jazz Museum is located. This project's about $120 million. I said, oh my goodness, this is a Black developer creating a huge development in the most historic communities inside of Kansas City. These are businesses that we can actually work with, and these are businesses that we can provide access to capital. And this is all happening because Marla and Mr. Perry met at the summit. You want to make things happen? You definitely want to attend the summit.
To have a conference that focuses on these specific communities is very powerful.
Lining these halls are people from banks that you can talk to, people who want to invest in their communities, people who want to hear about what small businesses need.
This gives us an opportunity to, on the ground level, help people that want to get into the business sector in terms of getting them to the next level.
You can learn and understand what other people are doing in the community all around the world. You're talking about chairmen of banks, 40, 50 nonprofits, like-minded people, savvy people that have been in the industry for years.
You will leave with new tools, new resources, new perspectives on how to go grow your business and change not only your life, but those lives around you.
The National Black and Latino Economic Summit represents community, collaboration, and partnership. And that's what it has always stood for when my dad first created the summits, and that's what it stands for now.
Focusing on African American and Latino communities and businesses that are marginalized and often do not have access to resources is critical to the prosperity of this country.
Economic justice is paramount to getting equal justice for all Americans. To have generational wealth, to be able to give your children something to start out with in life.
My favorite part of the summit, I think, is bringing the two largest minorities in the country together in a single spot with our bank partners, small businesses, and the conversations and discussions.
The summit provided a much more comfortable and collaborative platform to just talk. And for me as a banker, advocate even more courageously inside my organization to really bring this to fruition.
We're now at a $50 million fund. For a first fund, that's amazing.
That's huge.
People see the number 50 million, oh, that's a massive number. What they don't see is the 4,500 families that we are helping with a fund like this. The summit's role was critical in it. Our attendees need to see this, and our participants and our sponsor banks, because sometimes they say, well, what's the benefit? Well, the benefit is success. It's new business, new relationships, growth and expansion.
I've seen a lot of success. A lot of people are doing great things. I saw someone today, a nonprofit, loaned another nonprofit $5 million to buy homes for HUD recapture. Amazing things are going on here.
Every year there's a miracle in this process. We see people that came here hopeless and their eyes are glowing, they're excited.
Something I would say for small businesses is don't give up hope. There's ways to access that capital. We just need to break down the barriers.
It is a safe space that has been built for you. A space where you can come and you can share your dreams and aspirations with people who have the ability to help you achieve them.
It creates community. It creates the opportunity for folk to work together. They're willing to share what they know. They're willing to share the mistakes that they've made. And those relationships carry you the rest of your life.
A guy like me, who's been around a long time, is able to share the experiences so they don't commit the same errors that I committed to the process of economic development.
You're going to have a lot of resources from the banking side, from the finance side, regulator side. But what also you get, and this is key, I think, is you get to interact with other similar business owners, and you share notes, you share experiences, and that's priceless.
The last summit benefited me because we went from being a commercial lending company to now doing commercial affordable housing. I did meet a director of a nonprofit. Out of this conference, we ended up developing some good collaboration together.
I was a newbie here, and the number of people who this is not their first year coming, I think is a testament to the event that people found value in coming back.
Each year I meet people who a year ago were telling me what they were trying to do, who have accomplished it in that year that they came back to this.
I'm a perfect example. We're a nonprofit. There's been a big disconnect between some of the bigger banks in California that we deal with that are here also. I've actually, the last couple of years, have now built a different relationship with the banks. My success here is that some of these banks are saying, Ruben, we're gonna fund you. And they came to the table and said, we're gonna work with you. It's happening.
It's very pleasing and exciting to see and hear examples of success. It wouldn't be as fulfilling if it wasn't successful. It's gotta be results oriented, where someone who maybe had no idea that they could access funding is learning about how to do that.
A member of our organization, she had, unfortunately, a business that closed down during pandemic. From doing $30–40 million. She's setting everything up again. She needs capital. I said, get on a plane, get down here, and I'm gonna introduce you to all the banks. They loved her here. They loved her. I just got off the phone with her. She has so many banks to choose from now that wanna do business with her.
In business, we all need capital, okay? And to know that people are getting it and they're expanding their businesses, that makes all the difference.
I think Al would be very proud of what Jules and Dina have put together here, to walk around here and see all these people and to walk into the breakout sessions like I just attended. It's really good stuff going on here.
We are walking on the soil that was planted by Alpina, and now the co-chairs have come, and we are watering that fertile ground, and God is giving the increase. Because this summit grows higher and higher every single year. Al's charity of choice was the Children's Cancer Center. So every year at the summit, we do something special for the Children's Cancer Center. This year, we're all going to have some fun at the Florida Aquarium.
You know, in the Bible, there's something that talks about the passing of the mantle. The passing of the mantle is a symbol of the passing of authority or responsibility from one individual to another. And that's what this summit represents. It represents a passing of that authority and responsibility from one person, my dad, which he started the summits, to now to a group of people who will continue to forge ahead, not only in his name and in his legacy, but to create a legacy of their own.